especially after you've already done the workout. Okay. So good morning. So day 12 of the Swim and Shine Challenge. So today we're going to continue with our squats and we're going to add in some new postures. We're going to continue to think about a nice long exhale, and at the end of the practice we'll do a short breathing practice where we're focusing on the BK. So grab your block or your books or whatever it is that you're using to squat, and we can, we'll get started. So we're going to start in a standing position. Just have the legs hip width apart, eyes closed, spine is nice and long, chin is tucked in. Just take a few breaths here just to settle onto your mat so we can begin the practice. Feeling your feet in contact with the earth, feeling the support in the legs. Pelvis is stable, the spine extending from the pelvis all the way up to the back of the neck, top of the head, back of the head, and the skull sat comfortably on the back of the spine, at the top of the spine, and the shoulders just relaxed. Okay, so just to get warmed up, we're going to take some arm raises, so we can do that together. On the inhale, we take the arms overhead, exhale, we lower the arms. Don't forget to contract the tummy on the exhale. So when we're ready, 6 rounds, you're going to inhale, sweep the arms overhead, and then exhale as we lower the arms. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead. Exhale to lower. One more round, just working with your own breath length, your own speed. Last one. So just to continue to warm up the back and the legs, I'm going to come into a forward bend. So you've got the options to forward bend, taking the arms to the lower back, the hands to the sacrum rather, or if you want it a bit more intense for your back, you can take the arms out front, so that's obviously stronger. So just bear in mind if you've got lower back pain. Okay, so let's take 6 rounds. So when we're ready, we're going to inhale, take the arms overhead. Exhale, fold forward. If you're sweeping the arms behind you, placing them on the sacrum, tucking the head at the end, then inhale to come all the way up, pushing through the feet. Exhale to lower the arms. Let's go again. Inhale, taking the arms overhead. Exhale, folding forward, sweeping the arms behind you if that's your option. We're trying to get the torso to the thighs, so bend the knees, tuck the head at the end. Inhale to come all the way up. Exhale to lower the arms. Let's go again. Inhale, arms overhead, folding forward. Inhale to come up. Exhale to lower the arms. Okay, let's do 3 more rounds. When you try to get your tummy to your thighs, allow the legs to bend as much as they want to in order to get that contact with the belly on the legs. It's absolutely fine to have bent legs. The idea is that we're working the spine here, not the legs. So just finishing off wherever you're at. And then we're going to take our block for our squat, but the squat is going to be a little bit different this morning, just to keep it interesting. And you're going to use the block to forward bend. So you're going to, well, if you're using the block to do your squat, you might not even be using a block. But if you are, you're going to do your forward bend on the block. And I'll give you an option for a half forward bend if that's what you're doing. So I'll just do the full version that we're going to do as a demo so you know what it is. You're going to inhale, take the arms overhead. You're going to exhale, forward fold. You're going to come up into like a half bend, so that nice flat back that we've been practicing. You have your hands on your shins. And then so that's on the inhale, and then from here we exhale and we start to bend the knees and come into the squat. Taking the arms overhead and seeing how far we can sit back in that squat before we don't want to fall back, but you know, what is that edge there? Yeah. And then from here we're going to inhale to pull up, come up, and then exhale to lower the arms. Okay. So if you want to do a chair squat, I'll give you a different version. So you're going to inhale, exhale, and obviously you can take the arms behind you if you want to. Inhale here, and then you're just going to exhale, bringing the arms up into your chair squat. Inhale to come up, exhale to lower the arms. Okay, so hopefully you can navigate through that variation. If you need to do it again, I will. Actually, I might just do it one more time. So inhale, exhale. Yeah, you can take the hands here or here, whatever suits you. So straightforward bend. Inhale, coming up into that half forward bend that we've been practicing. So just come up a little way, and then you're going to exhale into your squat. Inhale to come up, exhale to lower the arms. So you choose which version suits you. I'm going to do the full squat. We're going to do 4 to 6 rounds. So just see how many you can do this morning, see how you feel. I'll do the full 6, but you just take as many as you want to. Right, so when you're ready, you're going to inhale, take the arms all the way overhead, exhale, fold forward. Inhale, coming up halfway. And then exhaling into your squat. Inhale to push all the way up. Exhale to lower the arms. Inhale, take the arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. So here, if you want to take the arms to the back, you can. So just, make those little modifications to suit you. Inhale, flat back. And then exhale, lowering the hips all the way down, coming up into your squat here. Inhale to come all the way up. Exhale to lower the arms. Inhale to take the arms overhead. Forward fold. Inhale into that half forward fold. Back in the back slightly. And then inhale into your squat. Feels a bit easier to squat like this, and you can stay for a bit longer in the squat as you exhale. 2 more rounds. Last round, so inhale, take the arms overhead. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, half forward bend. Exhale, squat. Take the arms overhead if you're in that full squat. Feeling the edge before you fall back. How far can you go? Deepening that squat. Inhale to come up. Exhale to lower the arms. Beautiful. Okay. Good job. So we're going to come down onto our mat now. We're going to come into a kneeling position if that's comfortable for you. I'm just going to have a rest for a minute. Just take a few breaths here. Okay, so we've been working on that little kneeling sequence with the downward dog and everything. And then we're going to do that again, but we're going to add on another posture, which is it's a good core, like it's a good core engagement posture. So if you want to work your core, it's really good for that. But it is quite challenging. So you'll have to see what it feels like for you. So I'm going to demonstrate just to remind you what the sequence is, and then I'll add that little posture in at the end. So we come up into our kneeling standing, we come into a forward bend, we come up into our up cat, into our downward dog, and then we inhale, we've been taking the heels up. So we're going to do that. And then on the exhale, we're going to bend the knees and take the hips as far back as we can. And it's almost like the knees are just hovering just off the ground. We've really got to push through the hands here. I'm slipping, so hopefully your mat is nice and sticky. So we're going to stay there for the exhale and the inhale. Really working that core, drawing it in. Then you're going to exhale back into your down dog and then follow the flow here to come out. Okay? So that's the add-on, the little elephant posture. It looks like a little baby elephant, maybe. So let's go. We're going to take 6 rounds, but again, just take as many rounds as suits you. When you're ready, inhaling, taking the arms overhead, forward fold. Inhale into your up cat. Exhale, down facing dog. Inhale, coming up onto those tiptoes. And then bending the knees, taking the weight all the way back over the heels, pushing through the hands as we exhale. Inhale here. Exhale back into your downward facing dog. Inhale into your up cat. Exhale, take the hips all the way back. Head towards the mat. Inhale into your kneeling standing. And then exhale the arms back down. Okay. Let's go again. Inhale, take the arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold, head to mat, knees, heels to hips. Inhale into your up cat. Exhale into your downward facing dog. Inhale on your tiptoes. Exhale, bend the knees, taking the weight all the way back into that elephant. The knees are just hovering. Your core is pulled in, your arms are strong. And then on the exhale, you're going to come back into your downward facing dog. Inhale, knees down into your up cat, shoulder blades together. Exhale, hips to heels. Inhale to come up to kneeling standing. Exhale to lower the arms. Good. I'm losing count. I think that's 2, maybe 3. Inhale, taking the arms overhead. Exhale, coming forward. Inhale into the up cat. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, coming into your tippy toes. And then exhale into that elephant posture. On the next exhale, you're going to come into the down facing dog. Inhale into your up cat. Exhale into that forward bend. Inhale to come up to kneeling standing. Exhale to lower the arms. Hopefully you're following along with this okay. You're going to take one round now, the 5th round, just see if you can do it in your own time without me prompting you and just working with your own breath length. Did you get on? Hopefully you got on right with that round. I'm going to guide you through the last round anyway. Inhale, taking off all the way overhead. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale into your up cat. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, tippy toes. Exhale, bend the knees. Taking the weight back, really pushing through your hands, drawing in the core muscles here, strong posture. On the next exhale, you're going to come into your downward facing dog. Inhaling into your up cat. Exhale, taking the hips back. Inhale, kneeling standing. Exhale to take the arms back down by your side. Yay! Beautiful. So, you're going to come into a little rest for a minute. So come onto your back to have a little rest here. Just let the energy settle after all of that movement. And you're going to put the knees in over the tummy. And then from here, we're going to take upward raised legs. So we take the legs all the way up on an inhale. So we straighten the legs and we take the arms overhead. We exhale, we lower the legs and take the arms by their side. Just to remind you, there is a one-legged option if you wanted to do that. So you take one knee in over tummy and then you just lengthen the leg, the one leg instead of both legs. And that's just a little bit easier to do. And you might be able to get more of a length in the hamstrings by doing that way as well. So you decide. 6 rounds, either way. So we're going to inhale, take the arms all the way overhead, lengthen the legs, feel like we're cracking the heels, not the heels, the toes over a bar, flexing the feet. And then exhale as we lower. And as we lower, don't forget to pull the tummy muscles in. So whenever we move, it doesn't matter what we're doing, we're always engaging the tummy muscles in yoga. Inhale, taking the arms overhead. Exhale, drawing the legs down with the arms. Okay, so 4 rounds in your own time. Nice long breath. Yeah, the breath length and the length of the movement are linked. Two more rounds. Last round. And just dropping your feet to the mat. Good. So we're going to take, what we're going to take, we're going to come up to a seated position. We're going to take a nice seated forward bend. So if you want to use your block or any support to sit on, it does help with the forward bends. I always use one actually, you don't have to, but I find by lifting up the hips a little bit, it just allows me to go a little bit deeper into my forward bend, but also it stops that rounding of the lower back. We're trying to come up and down with a nice straight back, best we can. inevitably there'll probably be some rounding. But, let's do our best to, at least have the intention. So with the forward bend, you start with the, the feet are flexed, the legs are nice and engaged, so they're not just flopping out. We're trying to get some engagement in the legs, and just think about the spine being nice and long. When we're sitting on the block, I forgot to mention that you want it to be like you're on the edge of the block or the edge of the book. So your hips it's almost like the hips have already started to rotate forwards. Because if you sit on the back of the block, then there's already a little bit of a slumping. Yeah. Whereas if you're on the front of the block, you can see that naturally my spine is just a bit more lengthened. So just make that adjustment for yourself. Okay, so the legs are engaged. If you know that your forward bends, you feel like, oh, okay, when I'm in my standing forward bend, I need to bend my legs a lot. Then do the same here, and you can just have the legs bent. So just see what suits you today. Okay, so we're going to inhale to start. So I'll just show you. We inhale, take the arms all the way overhead, and then we exhale and fold forward. Again, try and get that tummy onto the thighs, and then just coming forward. If you're not all the way forward, try not to just drop the head down, just kind of keep the head in line with the back. And then we inhale to come up. Okay, don't overstretch, because, be mindful of your back. So we're going to do that three times, and then each time we're going to stay for an extra breath. So I'll guide you through. So when you're ready as well, you're going to do it with me. You're going to inhale, take the arms all the way overhead. Nice long spine, contract the tummy, forward fold, both of those legs. I've got a spider on my mat. So you're going to stay here for one breath. And when you're ready, you're going to inhale to come all the way back up again. Sorry, I got distracted by the spider. Exhale to lower the arms. It's coming for me. Touched me there. Okay, let's go again, sorry. So you're going to inhale, you're going to take your arms up all the way overhead. Exhale, forward fold. And we're going to stay for 2 breaths. On the inhale, you might want to just come up ever so slightly. See if you can really lengthen that spine on the inhale. And then as you exhale, see if you can just relax down a bit further into that exhale. Not pushing it too much, but just allowing the body to relax. Inhale again, just lifting the chest, lengthening the spine, just ever so slightly, like a couple of centimetres almost. Just allowing the air to come into the body, and then you exhale. Again, inhale to come all the way up. Exhale to lower the arms. Maybe you can even walk the legs out a bit straighter if they weren't straight at the beginning. And then let's go again, inhale. Take the arms overhead, forward fold. Inhale, just coming up ever so slightly, exhale. We're going to stay here for 3 breaths. Inhale to come all the way up. And then exhale to lower the arms. Taking away the block or whatever support you're using. And then we're going to come down and we're going to take bridge pose. So lay flat on your back. We're going to do some more core work tomorrow actually. I'm going to add in an extra core movement just so we can really start to use the core. We use it every time we breathe, but just a bit of extra core work would be really good for everybody, I think. So just to finish off this practice, we're going to take the feet towards the hips, spine's nice and long. So you've got the option here, just if you want to keep the hips down, you can. So you can lift the pelvis as you inhale, Exhale, you're going to just take the pelvis, rotate the pelvis away from you as the arm, sorry, I've said that the wrong way around. Inhale, take the arms overhead, the pelvis moves away from you. Exhale, as you bring the arms down, and you're going to bring the pelvis in. So you're basically bringing the hip bones and the rib cage closer together on that exhale, so there's a contraction. Yeah. That's if you don't want to go into the bridge. If you do, the bridge, we're just going to simply lift the hips on an inhale and lower them on an exhale. So when we're ready, we're going to take 6 rounds. Inhaling, pushing through the feet, taking the hips up, arms all the way overhead. Exhale as we lower the arms, lower the hips. Trying to lower them in time, best you can. Let's go. Inhale into your bridge. Exhale to lower the hips. 4 more rounds. Two more rounds. Inhaling, taking the hips up, arms overhead. Feel like the chest is moving towards your chin. Sternum towards the chin. Last round. Beautiful. If you feel like you need to, you can draw the knees in over the tummy. If you feel like you don't need to, you can just rest with the feet on the floor. If you feel like you need to do something for the lower back, then you're going to inhale to push the knees away, and then inhale to bring them in again. Okay? And you just do that a few times until the lower back feels like it's balanced out again. It's up to you if you want to just rest with the feet on the floor. And if you needed to take a few upanasanas, that's what they're called, upanasana. You're going to come into Shavasana. So you're going to take your legs out, mat width apart, mat width wide. Spine's come back. Spine is now on me. Okay, so just come into the Shavasana. So you're going to be laying flat on your mat. The legs are mat width apart. Arms by your side, palms are up. So completely attached. This wants to be my friend. And we're just going to relax here. Allow the body to relax into the mat. With each exhale, you might find that you can relax just like 1% more than the last breath. And then when you're ready, just start to move your fingers and toes. Transition to bring your feet to the floor, knees up. Rolling onto your side. Using the arm as a little cushion for your head. And then when you come up, push yourself up slowly into a seated position. I'm just wondering where the spider's gone. Taking the block. If you want to sit on the block, please do, or a book or a cushion. I'm going to sit on the block. So we're just going to take a few rounds of breath here. If you want to. So it's really good to do a breathing practice at the end of yoga. Obviously, we do the breathing practice all the way through using our Ujjayi, but this is kind of, yeah, it kind of takes it to another level. So just making sure you're comfortable. Yeah, so you're trying to get those hips a little bit higher than the knees. You might even want to pad under the knees to support them if you feel like you need that. The back of the back is nice and long. And we just tuck that chin in slightly for Jalandhara Bandha. It's a slight engagement there. And we're going to just use our Ujjayi breath. If you haven't mastered it yet, then keep going. If you haven't watched the video, then you may just need to use whichever breath you can to elongate that. So you might want to breathe out through your mouth through a straw. Just do the best you can, but do watch the Ujjayi video. So we're going to count our breaths. So each breath is going to be 4 seconds. We're going to include the BK in that. So it'll be four counts on the inhale, no counts on the pause after the inhale, straight into the exhale, and then BK, the pause after the exhale. So it's 4, 0, 4, 4. Those are the 4 parts of the breath. And as we work through that, we're going to do 6 rounds, doing that 4, 0, 4, 4. And then we might get to a point where we can increase the exhale slightly. So it'll be 4, 0, 6. The exhale is going to be 6, 4. 4's the BK. So I'm hoping you're following. 4 seconds on the inhale, no seconds on the AK. 6 seconds on the exhale, 4 seconds on the BK. I'm going to talk you through, but I just wanted to give you an idea of what we're doing. If you find that the exhale doesn't go to 6, then just do whatever you can. If the BK doesn't want to be 4 seconds and it's 3 seconds or 2 seconds, obviously just work within your own capacity, not sort of forcing or straining anything. You never want to do that with the breath, because it's kind of going to take you in the opposite direction to where we want to go. All right, so let's begin. So nice inhale, taking that for 4 seconds, and you're just going to count in your own mind the 4 seconds. Exhaling for 4 seconds. Hold the breath for 4 seconds if you can. Inhale 4 seconds. Exhale 4. Pause for 4. Inhale 4. Exhale 4. Pause 4. So do that for a few more rounds. I'm not going to count for you or instruct you. Just do that for a few rounds, and then I'll let you know when we're going to increase that to the exhale to 6 seconds if you can go there. If you can't, then you're just going to carry on doing what you're doing. Next round of breath, if you feel comfortable to, you're going to increase the exhale. And by all means, if that exhale wants to go to 7, 8, then go with the breath, yeah? To make it that exhale nice and long. It's just the exhale that we're extending, not any other parts of the breath. Six to exhale and 4 seconds after the pause, during the pause. Let's take 2 more rounds of that. Once you've finished your 2 rounds, just continuing to use Ujjayi for a few more rounds of breath, but just dropping the pause after the exhale. So you're just inhaling and exhaling and letting the breath be completely free and whatever length it wants to be, just going with that. And slowly releasing Ujjayi, returning to your normal breath. So we're just letting go of the friction in the throat as we return to normal breath. And then placing the palms of the hands together when you're ready, and then you can just place them over the heart on the sternum, dropping the head, the face towards the heart. And if you want to, offer in some gratitude or maybe creating an intention for your day. I just want to offer some gratitude to the practice of yoga and all of the sages and all of the teachers and all of the people, those people a long time ago who practiced and created and perfected yoga and then allowed us to learn it from them. It was passed on generations, teacher, student. So just offering thanks to those teachers. And also offering thanks to you for being present today, to continuing to learn those beautiful ancient practices that have been passed down through the generations. So we're keeping it alive, keeping the teachings alive and benefiting from the practice of yoga so we can be happy and healthy. So from my heart to yours, thank you. Namaste.